I'll just do an acknowledgement so that our Noongar people are acknowledged and respected. It goes, Dalakaidich Noongar Mort Kid Karak Nijabuja. That just means I acknowledge the Noongar people as traditional custodians of this land and acknowledge my elders past and present. I'm just standing here at the site of the Yagan Memorial Site on the corner of Great Northern Highway and West Swan Road. Now when you enter the memorial site, there is no actual sign, a large sign. There's no large signs to indicate that this is the Yagan Memorial Site. Over the road there you will see signs that talk about for wine sales, vineyards, and any other tourist spot there that people come and visit. The only sign here in the Yagan Memorial Site is this little sign here behind me that says the Yagan Memorial Site Park Gardens open between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. That's the only sign here. But as a tourist site, it should have a lot more signage around. Okay, so to continue my journey with Yagan, began in 1983, 84, when a Noongar elder by the name of Ken Colbug had invited a whole lot of people to the launch of the Yagan statue on Erison Island. We as young people had no idea who Yagan was or what he did. It wasn't until we got to the launch of the statue and Ken Colbug had added a book around outlining the research and history that he'd undertaken for the Yagan cart. Also remembering that Yagan's cart, his head, sat in the Liverpool cemetery for 174 years before a group of Noongar elders, Richard Wilkes, Ken Colbug, Robert Brofo and Mingley, a lady by the name of McGlade, went to England, who were elected by Noongar elders to go to England and to retrieve Yagan's cart from the Liverpool cemetery in 1996. So to continue the story from 1996 up until where we are today, the Noongar people tried to identify where the Yagan skeletal remains were buried here in the Swan Valley. But the riverbed, the landscape had changed so much in 174 years that it was very difficult to identify where the skeletal remains of Yagan was. The closest we could get to it as Noongar people, it was here, around this area, the corner of Great Northern Highway at West Swan Road, where Yagan was murdered. His head was cut off and put in a tree. After 1996, it took a 10-year period for our Noongar people to make a decision to rebury Yagan's cart and to establish the Yagan Memorial Site where the reburial of the cart was going to take place in 2011. In this particular site here, the Yagan Memorial Site, Noongar elders from all around the Perth metro area got here. Many Noongar people, thousands of people got here. It was a momentous occasion for Noongar people, the reburial of Yagan's cart. And the hard work that took place, that was put in place. The actual memorial site was constructed by young Noongar people. So the park belongs to us as Noongar people. I won't tell you where the skull or the cart is buried. It's here somewhere, okay? And that was my involvement up until 2011.